Alright guys, welcome back to the second session of the GNS3. So as you can see in the previous video, I show you how to download and then install the GNS3. So in this session I'm going to show you how to load your images, download them and then load them into the GNS3, and then I'll create just one topologies for us to see how we can do that. Okay, so let's get down with it. Alright guys, I already have my GNS3 open. So if you think I've already done that, so I can close that for you. Are you sure you want to exit? Yes, let me just exit that. So I can just come here and then double click as well, so this will launch. So if you should open this, you wait a while, a prompt is going to show up to create a project. Okay, as you can see, it's trying to connect, so I'll maintain the default one. So you can see already as is, yes, I want that to override. Okay, good. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add my images right now. Okay, first let me show you how to download the image, then we can do that. So let me minimize this, let me get to my browser, right? So let me open a different session, Google. So GNS3, so you can see download image. Now you come down to because the GNS3 image, if you want the Cisco image itself, is not free, so you need to buy. But thanks to this guy here, he has some images that we can use in the GNS3 will give us the Cisco environment. So you click here, okay, so you can see this is the page where you can download. So since I want to download, I'll just click on any of these images here. So this will open another tab for me, which will send me to the mega cloud storage. Okay, okay, so you can see these are all the images that is in here, and if I want to download them single, I can do that. So if I want all of them, I'll just go in for it, download all as zip. So when I click that, you can see it's going to start what downloading all of them. I already have the image there, so I'm going to pause this or cancel, right? Yes, because I don't need this for now, just to show you how to download the image. So let me minimize this, let me bring back my GNS3 environment, right? So let me show you my Explorer, and then this PC, the VMs, GNS3 UI. So you can see they are here, right? These are all my images that I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to load them into the GNS3 and then customize it like the way I have here, right? Okay, so let's see how to do that. So you go to edit, preference. Okay, now you can see I have ISO routing. So when I click here, you can see these are the devices that I have loaded. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to load them. So I can delete this. Let me just delete this once out. Okay, so so that I'll show you how to load them and then customize them. All right, so I'm done. So let me go for reference and then ISO. Okay, you can see the devices are no more here, so I will go for new. So here I need an iOS image, so I'll browse to where I have stored my download images. Okay, so I'll browse to where I have kept them. So as you can see, this is where they are. So let me select this. So we would like to compress this. I normally like doing that, so I'm going for yes. So I'm going for next. So you can see if I want the name to appear as the device model, so I'll maintain the name. If I don't want that, I can change the name. So the platform, this is the current platform. If I do want a lower platform, then I can select that, but I'll maintain the same platform because it's the same model. Next. So this is the RAM is going to take out of my physical RAM if I should start this device. So I'm going for next. So the slot, I already have one, so I need to add one more. So since this is a router, I'm going to use gigabit, as well as I'm going to use serial, so I'll maintain it as this. Okay, these two. So next. Now you need to do the ideal PC founder. You need to do this. So now let's check. An ideal PC founder value is necessary to prevent iOS to use 100% of your processor or one of its core. You see, which will actually take one single core and then use it, which is not advisable. So you should just use the ideal time of the CPU to operate. So we'll click on ideal PC finder. So it's going to go through your CPU and then calculate and then look for the ideal time, and then when it's done, then we'll go for finish. Okay, so you can see value is found, so I'm going for OK and then finish. So you can see this is the device selected. Now I'll go for edit, and then now you can see a category is a router, right? So you can see a symbol, right, is here. So I can go in for browse, and then it's going to look through. Okay, here I can customize my look. You can see here the classic gives you these devices if you want any of them to be used, right? So I normally like to change my look. So you can see I have blue, gray, green, red, okay, in the circle, and then we have what, the square. So this is a router, so I'm going to look for a router in that purple. So this is a router. I'll select this, and then the name as well. If I want to maintain the R as the name, or I want to add any other name to it, I can do that. So T. So, and if I want to add more slots, I can do that as well. Okay, so let me just go in for OK. And so now you can see the look is different. So let me add and then apply, right? So let me add my other ones. If I want to use the same thing, okay, image for another thing, I can do that, but this I want a different one. So this let me see, this is for another, let me see, this should be a switch. I'm going for OK, yes. All right, so let me going for next. So now you can see here I have a platform, this very platform with this very model name. If I don't want this name, I can change the name. So you can see here, this is an Ethernet switch router. I'll come back to that and I'll create that on my next image. Next, now this is the RAM is going to use if I should power this, and then I'm going for next. So the slot, okay, so you can see this time around the slot is different, so I'm going for 16 because this is a switch. So I'm going for next. This I don't need to add, so next. This one as well, I need to idle PC time as well. I need to do that for this device, so I'll click that and then wait for it to finish. Okay, so this is also done, finish. So now I can as well go into the edit and then change my symbol look. So since this is a switch, it's a square, so I can go in for red color or blue or green color. So let me just go in for blue for this. So let me go in for switch. Satellite server. Okay, so you can see I have switch. So going for this. Category showing router, so I'll go in for switches. So okay, and then apply. So I have it for that. So let me add my last device, which I'm going to add is layer 3 switch. So I'm going for new image, or I can still use this same image and then use it for layer 3 as well. I can still use this as, so let me just use this for layer 3 device, or I can go in for new image and then go in and then select this particular device for layer 3 as well. So I can do that if I want. So let me just select that, open, compress. Okay, so next, so you can see the model. So if I click here, the name changes to this very name, but if I uncheck this, it goes back. So I still want that name to be there, so I mean click this and then change the name to the model number, paste, and then I'll go in for next. So this is the RAM size it's going to use. So next, and then you can see this one is actually using 16. Next, and then I'll calculate. Okay, so finish. So you can see the symbol has changed this one to here. If I want to change that, I can go for this and then change. Let me see which color to use. Okay, I'll use green for this one. Okay, so it's a square, but I'm going to use green, so I'll select this and then look for switch. This is a switch multi-layer. Okay, layer 3 switch. Okay, this is what you select. I'm going for OK and then OK and then apply and then OK. So now you can see I have my devices. So if let's say I want to create a topology here, what I'll do here is this is my layer 2 switch. You can see the name is showing as this, so I would like to change that name, so let me delete this. So what I'll do is I can right click this and go for it, configure template. Okay, so the name here I'll change it to this and then done. Let me check for this as well. Okay, so this is okay. So let me launch this, so you can see switch 1. Let me bring another one, so you can see I have what switch 2 as well. So this is a virtual PC which I can use for my devices, so I can do that. Now this is a managed switch. This switch here is not managed, so if I should bring this switch here, this is not going to be managed at all. So let me delete this. Now to connect my device to the switch, I'll go in for this cable here, click here, click on the device Ethernet, click on this device, and then select the port which I want to connect. So I'll connect to this. So if I like to release the connection, I'll click on the cable here and it's released. So if I want to start the devices one after the other, I'll right click and then go for start. But if I want to start the devices at once, I click on this green button here, and then all the devices, you see, are you sure you want? Yes. So all these devices will on. So you can see at the right corner here, you can see my PC, my switches is connected. The one connected, you can see the connection. This one is not connected, but it is on, right? So if I want to view the console, you can see here, this is the console. But if I want to see the label of the port, I can click here. You can see the label of the port is here, is showing. If I don't want it, I can click that and it's gone. If I want to view the interface, I can click here, and then it's going to open each of the devices interface for me separately. So this is my PC, you can see it's because I configure it to use the word CRT, okay, secure CRT. Because if you go to edit preference, console application, right, because I'm using secure CRT. If you are using PuTTY, it will still show here automatically, right? But if it's not showing, you just click on edit, click here, and then you select what your PuTTY, and then you can use that, right? So cancel, yeah. So so I can now view my devices. So you can see this is a switch, okay, in here. So those of you who know how to run the Cisco configurations, if you should run show run, so you can see showing all the things that is here. If you right click, sorry, if you bring question mark, right, you can see that this is giving you the real environment of your Cisco device, okay. Gives you more command just like a real Cisco environment. So this is how you load your image in the GNS3, and you can use that, okay. And if you want to off this entire device, you just click on stop. It's going to stop all the device for you, and then all will be off, right? So if you want to save, you can go to file and then save project, right? And then you can do that. So you can also export, import project, right? You can also open if you already have a project saved. So for this, I'm going to delete all this, right? Let me highlight this. Okay, let me see if this will work. No, it's not. Okay, so it's done. So I've actually deleted everything from here. So this is how you load your image. You download and then load your image, and then you can create your topology. Thank you for watching the video. I'll be coming up with configuration in the GNS3 as we go along, right? I'll be bringing a video on how to connect your VMware or VirtualBox to the GNS3, and then you can even access internet within the GNS3. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the channel. See you guys.